What's up, my friends? Today we're here in my backyard needing to get rid of a stump. Usually I just yank him out of the ground, or I use this metal ring that I have to burn him out. But I've seen some people make something called a rocket stump, where you drill a hole straight down through the middle of the stump and another through the side, and then you're able to light a fire in that stump that shoots right out the top and eventually burns out the entire stump. So I've had a stump here that I've needed to get rid of, and last year I took a drill bit, drilled right down through the center and into the side like I was saying, so that I could use this to maybe cook some meals. See, I even drove these nails in to help support my skillet. So today what we're gonna do is light this thing on fire now that it's had about a year to dry out. It's midsummer and it's been a pretty hot year, so I'm pretty sure that this stump is fairly dry. So we're gonna get this thing lit, and then we're gonna make a couple meals on the top of this in my cast iron skillet. See just how useful one of these is for cooking. We have a number of trees on our mountain property that I cut down and get rid of. So I was thinking it might be fun to turn some of those stumps into something like this. It takes about a year or so for that stump to dry enough that I can then burn something out of it. But it would be a really fun way to get rid of those stumps around the property. So let's give it a try. Now I've got some old gasoline that needs used up. So I'm going to pour some down the top here, get this rag soaked in gasoline as well, get this thing lit. All right, let's see how it goes. Well, the gasoline didn't work. Actually mostly burned out of this bottom hole. I'm actually trying to get it all burned out of this top hole. But got another trick up my sleeve. I'm going to use my torch here, get it lit, put down in that bottom hole, and get the fire started right down in the very bottom of the stump where I need it most. Gonna try giving it some real small pieces of wood too. Something to burn down there, create some embers down on the bottom. We're getting there. All right, I've been babying this thing all day, about 6 hours, and it's burnt quite a hole in there. Both of these are quite a bit larger, but I'm able to keep pretty good embers going. Now I have had to feed this thing all day with these little poplar sticks I cut up. I've just been plopping them right in the top here and then blowing on it, getting some air down in that hole to spread the flames a bit. So unfortunately this thing isn't gonna drive itself. I was hoping this was gonna be a self-powered rocket stump, but looks like it needs a little bit more assistance than that. So I don't know if it wasn't quite dry enough, or maybe it's too hard of a wood species. So I'm just gonna keep babying it, and I do have plans to use this skillet on this stump and fry some chicken tonight. So let's see how it goes. We're finally about ready to start cooking. Got some good coals going down there, some heat. Got some coming out the top. I'm actually able to control the temperature a bit with this little handheld fan I got here. Just turn that on, blow it in the hole. We're cooking. So I'll just be able to use this little fan here, make sure I'm up to temp. It is day 2 with our rocket stump. Now, it went out overnight, but was able to get it back up and going in no time. Just use a little bit of torch power, a little bit of wind power, got this thing back up and hot. So it's time to get breakfast going. Let's get it going. Looking at the nails that I have supporting this thing, this one over here is just hanging on by a thread. It's almost burnt out. Oh, same with that back one. Hopefully we can get through breakfast before our skillet collapses into our rocket stump. Looks like I need to increase the heat a little bit, but man, I'm scared that those nails are just gonna burn out and my skillet's gonna come crashing down. Oh boy. These nails are just falling in. Looks like it still works. I didn't get quite a level cut, so there's a little bit of a chimney here. Well, I would say our rocket stove was a success. Got 2 delicious meals out of this thing. Quite a bit of this top has been burnt out. So all there is left to do is finish getting rid of this stump. So let's light this guy on fire, see if we can get this burnt to the ground. Almost gone. All right, our root's all gone. Got a couple tasty meals out of it. Saved a couple $100 as to paying somebody to grind this out for me. So, successful project. Until next time, this has been Jake with Pantry Prep.